Why discipline beats motivation every time. The truth about success. Every morning, millions of people wake up chasing motivation. They scroll through videos, read quotes, and tell themselves today will be different. From a few minutes, they feel unstoppable, but then life happens. The excitement fades, the fire burns out, and days are break to square one. Why? Because motivation does not last, but discipline does. Motivation is success spark, bright and beautiful, but temporary. It's easy to feel motivated when you are inspired, but what about the days when you are tired, when you don't feel like working out, when you don't want to study, when no one is watching you? That's where disciplines come in. Discipline does not ask how you feel. Discipline does not need excitement. Discipline is what makes you move, even when you have every excuse not to. Look at any successful person you admire, athletes, entrepreneurs, leaders. They don't rely on motivation. They rely on systems, on habits, on discipline. Kobe Bryant did not train because he felt motivated every morning. He trained because he was disciplined. He trained when he was sore. He trained when others were asleep. That's what separates the great from the average. Motivation is emotional. It depends on your mood, but moods change. Motivation says, I will do it when I feel ready. Discipline says, I will do it no matter what. And that's the difference between people who dream and people who achieves. Think about it. How many times have you promised yourself to start something new, a workout routine, a business, a new habit, and you start strong, full of energy, but within a week, it all disappeared? That's not because you are lazy, it's because motivation is not meant to last. Discipline is what keeps you moving when the fire dies. It's the voice that says, get up, you said you would. Discipline is not glamorous, it's not fun, it's early morning, late night sacrifices no one sees. It says no when everyone else says yes, it's doing what's right, not what's easy. But discipline pays you back in way motivation never can. It gives you consistency, and consistency builds character. It builds momentum, and momentum creates success. Motivation might start your journey, but only discipline will finish it. When you show up every day, even when you don't feel like it, you start building a new identity. You stop being someone who tries and become someone who does. That's the moment your life truly begins to change. Think of a soldier, a marathon runner, or a parent working hard for their family. They don't rely on motivation, they rely on duty, on discipline, because when life gets through toe, motivation runs away. But discipline stands firm. So the next time you feel unmotivated, remember this. You don't need to feel ready to start. You just need to start because discipline is not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. Do one thing every day that moves you forward, no matter how small. Over time, small efforts turn into massive change, and that's when discipline becomes your superpower. Motivation is a moment, discipline is a lifestyle. Motivation helps you start the race, discipline helps you cross the finish line. So stop waiting for the right feeling and start building the right habit. Because when motivation fades, and it always will, discipline will still be here. If this message inspired you, make sure to like this video, subscribe for more self improvement content, and remember your future depends not on your motivation but on your discipline. And thank you.